This is the first driverless truck fully delivering supplies across the USA. This is going to take away millions of jobs from truckers. Kodiak Robotics just deployed the first fully autonomous freight trucks operating without safety drivers in West Texas, hauling sand through 100-degree heat and dust storms on 21-mile dirt roads.
What it do, drivers? It's your boy Cardi from Vida Dispatch and Recruiting, back to hit you over the head. Bow! What another trucking reaction video. Before we get into it, obviously, we got to plug the service. If you are a CDL driver looking for a new position, we fill positions for 40 carriers nationwide. So if you're looking for a new driving position, OTR or regional, hit us up at 726-220-8860. We also have a dispatching service for owner-operators who have dry van, reefer, and power only. So if you need an independent dispatching service, also text that number right there, 726-220-8860. 24/7, every single day or night, don't matter. But let's get into this video right here. I know this is a big topic in the transportation industry, and I'll give y'all my opinion in a second, but let's finish the video.
These trucks use 12 cameras, 4 LiDAR sensors, and 6 radar units to navigate completely on their own, while major companies like IKEA and Tyson Foods are already using them for daily freight deliveries. The most terrifying part? Kodiak can retrofit any existing truck into a driverless machine in under 6 months, meaning millions of trucking jobs could vanish overnight. 3.5 million truck drivers in America earn their living behind the wheel, but these autonomous trucks never need brakes, never demand raises, and never call in sick. By late 2026, Kodiak plans to have these driverless trucks operating on every major highway, completely replacing human drivers for long-haul freight. While you're worried about AI taking office jobs, robots are already stealing blue-collar work that millions of families depend on to survive. The trucking industry employs more Americans than any other profession, and artificial intelligence just made them all replaceable.
All right, so here's my thoughts on the whole autonomous truck driving. I know I got my CDL in 2018, so I know like soon as I got my CDL, that had already been a topic of conversation. Like, oh, they're about to start rolling out driverless trucks, and we're not going to be driving too much longer, and yada yada yada. And as I've been over the road and talked to some OGs, and also just from experience of myself, I don't feel like, yes, at some point down the line, like way down the line, I do feel like there's going to be, I mean, hell, airplanes fly themselves for the most part. Like, yeah, there's pilots in the cockpit, but them planes fly themselves. I don't feel like there will be a time where the trucks just drive themselves, period. Like, I feel like there's always going to be somebody in the driver's seat, like, because you never know. And technology is very faulty. Like every single thing that has technology in it is faulty. So yeah, it might say you don't need a driver, but something's going to go wrong, and somebody's going to need to take over that truck when it goes wrong. That's the first thing. Second thing is, who, like, I don't know, like maybe y'all know, I don't know who's filling the fuel in these trucks. So I'm thinking like, yeah, they might be able to go X amount of miles by themselves, but at some point somebody's going to need to put fuel in them. Like, they can only go so far, and they're not going to refuel themselves. So again, another need for a driver to have to be in the driver's seat in order to fuel the truck. So like I said, I do think they're going to get better and better. But I don't feel like there's going to be a time where there's going to be absolutely no truck drivers, period. Like, I don't see that. Just like the airplanes, again, they fly themselves, but the pilots are, hell, there's a pilot shortage, they say. Like, they need pilots. They need pilots to still sit in that cockpit and make sure everything is going the way it's supposed to go. So though I do feel like technology is going to get better and better and better, and these trucks will be able to pretty much like roll on their own, they're still going to need somebody to sit in that seat in case something goes wrong, and to refuel them, And what happens when there's a blowout, or what happens when there's an accident, or like an accident as far as like a car hitting the truck, or the truck hitting something, or whatever the case is. They're still going to need people in the truck. So I'm not really worried about it, and I don't think truck drivers should be worried about it either. I do know that there are, like, the points he was making as far as truck drivers not calling out or asking for more money or whatever the case is. What's going to happen when these trucks start breaking down, or these trucks need maintenance on all those cameras and sensors? And I'm pretty sure that's going to be very expensive, and probably more expensive than you adding one more cent to someone's CPM, or cents per mile that they're running. Like, I just don't see financially, especially the smaller companies, doing that. Like, I don't see it. And them retrofitting or refitting their equipment that they already have, I don't see smaller companies doing that. You might get huge companies, like he said, Tyson and IKEA. Those are billion-dollar companies. So yeah, they can afford to retrofit their trucks or buy new trucks. Like, they're going to do that. But these smaller mom and pop companies, or medium-sized companies, they're not about to retrofit their trucks. Like, I don't see that. That's hella expensive, and they're not about to buy these which I'm assuming are going to be, trucks are already $200,000. They're not about to shell out what I'm assuming to be close to $1 million on these trucks. I just don't see it. So that's my opinion. And truckers, or people who are thinking about getting their CDLs, I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't feel like it's pointless, or I shouldn't go get it because they're going to get rid of us anyway. I don't feel that way. So if you're thinking about getting your CDL, go get your CDL. Don't get discouraged. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Roll the outro.